Gentlemen, it's what's deserved. It's what's deserved.
It is what's deserved.
Let's do this, boys.
You're listening to It's What's Deserved Radio,
the smoothest podcast out west.
Is it what's deserved? You're damn right it is.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to It's What's Deserved Radio, the smoothest podcast out west. Coming to you from the undisclosed bunker here in, we'll tell you someday. Today's not that day. Here I am, Brian, Steven, Logan, Wyatt. Gentlemen, we're back. Episode 2. I'm excited. We went to the bar before this, kind of pre-gamed a little bit.
Yes, you guys
We did. Gentlemen, after a week of, actually a few days upon this recording of reflection upon episode 1, how do you fellas feel after episode 1? Feedback that you got, how you feel personally. What's the good word, fellas? What's the good word?
Let me tell you. Love the feedback. Feedback. Oh my gosh. Lots of positive feedback. People just saying we sound great. Our the video quality and our the way you did everything and the editing is better than a lot of people's podcasts that have been out for a while, is what I've heard too as well. Yeah. Everybody sounded great.
We are the real deal, fellas.
We are.
It's
what's deserved.
It is what's
deserved.
The best quality is what's deserved.
Absolutely.
It is what's deserved.
Yeah.
Logan, how do you feel, man?
Since last week, people have been opening doors for me. Like, one guy rudely cut in front of me at the grocery store and opened the automatic door, but I snuck in behind him, and that felt good. But no, we can't thank our listeners enough for the overwhelming support. And let's face it, we're doing this because it has been a blast with you guys. And essentially, you guys are going to save me from a midlife crisis because this is like bro therapy.
For real.
And we wanted to give a special shout out to Adam in Hugo, Minnesota for being our first comment ever.
Thank you, Adam.
So
thank you, everybody.
Thanks for dropping a comment, Adam, and we're looking forward to you listening with us in the future.
Amen, man. Man, it has been overwhelming, the love and support, people commenting, people watching, people viewing. Honestly, there's a lot that could be said about all of us. For me personally, I just want to say, for those who've taken 45 minutes to an hour out of their week just to spend with us and have a good time and listen to us talk, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you.
Yep.
And our goal here is just to keep putting out content, podcasts, anything on social media to just kind of give you a laugh, a good time, and
sit back, relax,
and have you feel like you are a part of this, because you are.
Chop it up.
Absolutely a part of this podcast. Every listener, everybody viewing is a part of this. So yeah, man.
Special thanks to the people in Mountaintop, Pennsylvania.
Mountaintop,
Pennsylvania. You know who you are.
Mountaintop,
Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, Chi-Town came in.
All the people in Phoenix, and whoever's in Boardman, Oregon.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. If you are that person in Boardman, there was actually one in Boardman, Oregon. I don't know anybody. Does anybody here know anybody?
I do.
Negative.
So whoever you are,
can't wait to talk to you.
Make yourself known.
Yeah,
I want to shout you out by name here on this podcast, because we're about community here. So I want to know.
Honestly, if you guys like what we're doing, just give us a like, give us a comment. What do you want to hear on next week's episode?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
We are open to suggestions, and we are happy to be here.
Also, let us know what we're doing wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, be honest, man. Be honest. We're here to please.
Yes,
we want to please the people. So before we get into the first segment, obviously, if you're watching, we all got football jerseys on. Logan, why don't you describe the purposes of us all wearing jerseys?
So we all decided we're going to wear our jerseys today because our teams are not good and they're no longer playing.
Well,
and this is the last. This is the last opportunity.
Just us two then. Over here with
we still made the playoffs.
This is the last opportunity we get to wear them before we got to put them in the closet for the rest of the year. Yeah. Because the wives do not like when you wear a jersey for no reason. Even when I do wear a jersey, it's a lot of times,
you're sexy. It doesn't turn them on.
I had to
doesn't
think
do it
what
for
you
me.
just said.
Sexy. Doesn't do it for my wife. So, with that said, successful episode 1. Something to build off of, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So we decided to hit episode 2 with our first, I guess, real segment. It's the we're all men here, right? We do what we do to take care of the ones that we love. So with that said, fellas, what are some of the manliest things that you can say that you've done in the last 3 to 4 weeks? What's
Logan, let's start you off first.
Oh boy. So my son likes to put unidentified foreign objects down the garbage disposal, and I don't know how he even gets up there, but all of a sudden I'll turn on that garbage disposal and it'll give me like the hum of death. So I literally turn on the garbage disposal and it's like, hit the deck. So then I have to, I'm looking it up and I'm like, a whole new garbage disposal. So I look on YouTube for a couple minutes and I get my tools out, my 6 tools that I own.
Your one screwdriver?
Yes. Oh, yeah. So I got
it's
that
the tools
all
you
out.
keep in the junk drawer.
Yeah.
That's the only tool you got.
No, I have a sick toolbox.
I think Monica Geller has more tools than you.
Not filled with a lot of things. But so I get my tools out. I literally take the entire garbage disposal off. And I'm very impressed at this point because I've never done anything like this before. I got the plumbing disconnect. I got a bucket to catch all the goo.
I'm already turned on.
Oh, yeah. So I get it all disconnected. I get it outside. I ream it out. I get it cranking. It's moving again. I get it back in. I put it all back on. Everything's good. Hook the plumbing back up, and I turn it on. And it was a beautiful sound of a normal garbage disposal.
You know what?
So
come on.
then I turn to my wife. I turn to my wife, and I'm like, "Baby, you're married to a man." And she's like, "What else can this man do?" And I'm like, "Baby, let's not get carried away."
That's gold right there.
That is a good one, man.
Man.
You are, man. God. Man,
I had to do my 2-man Taylor home.
No.
More power. Yeah. That's awesome.
But
what about you, Wyatt, man? What you got going, man? What's been cooking? What's been making you feel like a man?
Well, just wake up and I'm me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Just an alpha man.
Yeah, I'm just
alpha man.
Well, I cleaned and took apart a few of my guns last week and cleaned them and made some adjustments to them, added some red dots and some lights, and
there you go.
Did a few tweaks to them, so there's that. And then Saturday morning, woke up, cleaned the entire house.
There you go.
So my beautiful lady, Joni, can relax and have a nice, relaxing
That's
Saturday morning. So
manly.
she didn't have to do anything, but just lay there on the couch, and I took care of everything.
That's what men do. That is a very manly thing. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. If you're a real man, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is what.
Clean the backyard, clean the inside.
Yeah.
I took care of things. Let her relax. Looked at her on the couch. Said, "Need anything?" No. She just laid there, and I was like, "I got this."
Providing comfort and stability for the lady of the home.
Absolutely, man. And she was appreciative.
Does it get more manly than
she was
that?
very appreciative.
Yeah,
I won't go there. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Very good.
Hey, how about you guys?
Hey.
My turn.
Bring it on, Stephen.
To piggyback off of Wyatt, did the same thing.
Good
Cleaned
man.
the house.
That's what I'm
took
talking
care of the backyard. Took care of the dog.
Yeah.
And meal prepped.
Stephen's a clean freak, by the way. Just want you to
this is true.
Oh my God.
Have you not
OCD,
seen my desk
slightly
in the
OCD.
office?
He might actually. You are OCD on that.
I like a clean.
Smells fantastic. By
I
the
do
way.
smell fantastic.
It smells fantastic.
I mean, this whole secret bunker.
He smells phenomenal.
Phenomenal. It's huge.
It's so huge.
Let's see. What else did I do? Fire alarms went off in the house last week. No idea. No idea. Fixed them. Man. Took care of them all.
Oh,
so we have a fire that beep.
Yeah. But no, they didn't beep.
Oh,
they went off.
Oh, they went off.
They went off like the house was on fire. Oh, yeah.
Not just annoying beep.
No, we were downstairs, and I sprinted upstairs.
I
ran upstairs.
You sprinted. Oh, I would have loved to see that.
When was the last time you sprinted before this? Exactly.
Training to get back into football.
You are a man.
Trying to go play college
ball. You did
ball.
it for your lady.
Couldn't do it. Did it for my lady.
10 years ago then.
10 years ago.
Okay.
10 years ago. So we have a gate at the bottom of the stairs, so we keep the dog from not going upstairs. Hurdled that, sprinted upstairs, smelling for smoke. Nothing. And I was like, all right, I don't know what the hell's going on.
If Penn State had this a week ago, you're national champions.
Jeez, don't even get me started. Didn't even watch the game, by the way. Had it on. It was 21-7, and I said, I'm good.
You know the prediction to win the championship.
There was no fire under that team.
What'd you say?
There was no fire under that team.
They were when he threw the last. Oh, Logan.
Oh, they were fired up after.
Yeah.
There was fire after the
game.
Oh,
you guys saw me. I was pacing the house again.
No fire.
And I was cussing up a storm, and then remodeled the bathroom.
You remodeled the bathroom over the weekend?
Hang on. A couple weeks ago. Gutted out a bathroom. No. Parents' house. Oh. Dad said, let's do it. Okay. I was like, all right.
So too soon. No lazy river in the parents' bathroom.
No, unfortunately. But they put a nice.
They would have loved that.
They put a nice steam shower in.
There you go.
Real nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
God, you're such a man, Steve.
I've learned from the best. My father.
That's good.
That's a handyman right there.
I hope your pops is proud. He should be. We're
going to bring him on one day.
Yes, we are.
Oh, he's great.
Everybody loves him. Anybody who loves my father. At the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah, I sat there with them.
And then at my house a couple times, chili cook-off.
And your mom, man, they are just...
Salt of the earth people.
I'm closer to their age bracket. Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why.
No.
We had a good time. Good conversation.
They are great people. I love
loves football. Loves the beer.
Good man.
Loves the drink.
Good man. Yep. Good.
And collects his wine.
Oh,
what about you?
Some of my manliest
Talk to us, Brian. Talk to us. What you got?
I'll start off with this. So I had a work event last weekend, and it was
what he's about to tell you is pretty badass.
Oh, it was.
Let's hear it.
It's impressive.
It was Navy SEAL orientated.
Oh,
now these men are men above men.
Yes,
they are the best of the best.
I've witnessed them.
Our vet on the show here. You know it.
Yes.
I don't have to convince you otherwise. No. These are the best of the best. The manliest men above the rest of us.
I thought they were SEALs.
Logan.
They showed up we had a work training, and it was a training about leadership. But a part of their training, a part of what they did was, if you don't do, and again, I've been to the police academy in my youth. It's not the military by any means,
it's still something.
But it's something.
That's awesome.
So I was a little bit used to. I've been around that military drill sergeant type of mentality.
I like it.
So, I'm 38 years old. Not what I was when I was 30.
You don't look a day over 25.
I appreciate that. They challenged us with if we didn't do what they wanted us to do within a certain amount of time, push-ups.
Yeah,
gonna hit push-ups. And I gotta say, fellas, I have not done consecutive push-ups in many, many months. But when the Navy SEALs say get down and give me 50,
love it.
Boy, I got down and I gave them 50, and I was cranking them. I was ready for war.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was ready for war. I was ready to go. I was feeling loose. I was feeling good. I gave them 50 strong push-ups, and I felt great. I felt pretty manly after that.
I love it.
Went home and told the wife I did 50 push-ups in a row without breaking a sweat.
Honey, get the ice.
And the bourbon.
I need a rub down.
It was something along those lines.
Yeah, right?
Something along that effect. And I would also say, not to brag.
Don't brag.
My son is playing football right now. Took him to practice, not this past Monday, the Monday before. We're out in the field, and the kids are coming in for practice, and told my boy who's going after quarterback that let's throw some balls around. I gotta say, boys, I was throwing some dimes. This 9 that you see on this jersey. I was
felt your inner Romo. I was
throwing some dimes out there. I was feeling good. The arm was feeling good. I've always had an arm. I was feeling loose. I was feeling good. I did ice up later on that evening. I threw a lot of balls.
How did you feel the next day?
I was a little sore, right up in here.
Right up in there.
But I must tell you, I was throwing some dimes. And I felt on that drive home that night, just kind of looking in the rearview mirror, just looking at myself and saying, don't listen to him. You still got it.
You still got it.
You still got it.
Pop's got it.
Young man looking back at me in the rear view.
Yeah.
You still got it, baby.
Let's tell everybody about your injury.
Oh.
Well, you know, Steve, you gotta bring up tough times.
Thanks.
Hey,
You know,
I got called out last night for my my injury,
We
so
did.
I need somebody else to take the.
You know, the comeback is always better than the setback.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So-
you did have to ice it down.
In October,
Adrian Peterson.
yeah, this was rough. In September, I went to my sister-in-law's wedding in Cali. Beautiful wedding. Danced the night away.
Ooh.
I danced the night away. Danced with the wife.
Can't wait to see them moves.
It was fantastic. I got the moves like Jagger. I was dialed in.
That's what I'm talking about.
But when the night was over, the calves were a little tight. Thighs, everything else was good, but the calves were a little tight. We come back home to Arizona, beautiful Arizona, and the boys wanted to go in the backyard, play a little football. Thought I was going to juke out one of my kids. And upon making upon what I felt was a fantastic juke, the calf said, "No, we're not doing this. We are not doing this." And the calf ripped. It tore. I buckled. I felt the snap. I went down. The boys who look at me as their Superman said, "Dad, what's wrong?" I had to play it off like I'm good. But fellas, I was not good.
What manly noise do you make at that point?
It sounded a little bit like when I went down. I felt the snap, and I think I audibly went and I went down on my knees. And I was down.
No, keep laughing.
I was down.
You were down.
I came to work.
Oh, it was great.
I had to tell the story to everybody, and I'm gimping around the office, and I provided a good. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain.
Oh, we were entertained.
I gave a good laugh to everybody at the office.
Yeah. Save that soundbite for that noise.
Yeah.
We need to use that.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
What were we talking about earlier?
One of my I don't know if it's even manly, but one of the things, like, wife's out of the house with the kids, got the night to myself. I am probably one of
Little Logan time.
Michael J. White's biggest fans.
His movies are awesome. They're so low budget, but I watch all of them. They are, awesome.
Everybody gets like he's great at martial arts. He does all these training videos. It's
But
amazing. But his
choreography is amazing.
B-rated Netflix only movies, I'm absolutely obsessed.
The best.
Which they do not advertise.
They show him
but I will break down if they advertised one of these movies, what it would sound like. It'd be like, coming this summer, one man, two fists, one spinning back kick. Michael J. White is fighting everybody. And then there would be some big pan out of him at a gym, and some guy'd be like, "You don't look so tough, man."
Oh,
and
yeah?
it'd be
Bam, bam, bam.
him just absolutely ripped out of his mind, beating the crap out of a punching bag in the gym for the week, and some guy wanting to spar him, and then like his family's on the line, so...
No, that's every movie. That's every movie.
I love that stuff.
No, he's great. No, they're great. They're low budget. Yeah.
It's like a drum solo, Can
I piggyback on your story with your boys? Bad. All right. So this is about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. Me, my girlfriend, and her daughter. Her daughter was about 9 at the time. We could go for a walk around the neighborhood. We're walking, and her daughter says, "Hey, I bet you I can run faster than you."
Oh, I remember. This is great.
And I said,
"This is great."
You set yourself up for failure.
Hold on. Yeah. So I said, "No, you can't." No, you can't. Do you realize? Let me break down my resume.
Yeah,
it's short but sweet. I played football, played basketball. I was in the military. Blah 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 blah. All right. So then there's this field. The parks in the neighborhoods. I was like, all right, let's do it. So we set up. We pick a point where we're gonna run to. My girlfriend says, "All right, ready, go." We start running. Bam! I feel pop in the hamstring. I look over at this 9-year-old. She's like neck and neck with me. I'm like, and the pride kicked in. Yep. I ain't gonna let this kid beat me. Oh hell no! So I'm looking like a. I don't want to say the wrong word, but I'm just trying. And I pulled it out. And I won. But man!
The next day you weren't feeling like you were winning.
The next 2 weeks,
yep.
I was.
He's walking around the office.
But guess what?
The one
but guess what? I didn't lose to a 9-year-old.
But you won.
I beat that
That
kid.
is what's important, is the fact that you won. Look at, man.
Oh my God.
Beat that kid in a race.
In a race.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I know it's sad, but small victories mean a lot when you're my age, all right? Let me tell you right now. All right.
Look at, when I was throwing dimes with my kids at the practice, or my son, I was throwing dimes to all my kids at one of my kids' practice. Shameless plug. I'm from Fireball, California.
Shout out.
You know, Buffalo's hopes are on another Fireball native, Mr. Josh Allen.
Bring it.
I kept saying to myself, Josh is going to make this throw. I'm going to make this throw. But the difference between the two of us is when Josh woke up the next morning, he was ready to do it again. Me? No, I was not. I don't want to. I don't want to throw
need
football.
a few more days.
I need a few more days before I throw this many passes. Plug, but I had
Love it.
We were throwing Nerf footballs around because that's like what our kids have. And my brother-in-law is just, he's got a cannon. And he's like, go long. And I'm like, this is long enough for me. And he's like chucking it. And then I got to go get it and be like, I got to go half the distance. But yeah, shoulder completely out of socket next day.
Reconstructive surgery.
Yeah.
But you know what, though, I got to say is at the end of the day, with all these jokes and stuff, I laugh. I want to get in better shape. We talked last week about getting back in a football farm shape. But I honestly embrace the getting older. I like to laugh at it, have a good time with it, because it's just a part of life. It's a phase of life that we all go. At the end of the day, fellas, Father Time always wins. Always wins. He catches some of us sooner than others.
Yeah.
But Father Time always wins. Yeah. So I know there's a lot of people that fear aging. I'm not one of those people. I think it's fun to laugh and have a good time and joke. You two guys are still
young.
What are you, 31, 32?
I'm 33, so.
You're 34?
Hey, son.
You guys got a couple more years.
4, baby.
Got a couple more years before.
I'll be 50 in 3.
Oh, I can't wait for your 50th
2.5.
And
we are
30s.
We're going out of the country. Remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm 38. Physically, I got to focus a little bit more on keeping myself in the shape.
Yes.
Got to drop a few pounds, but
metabolism ain't the same as yours.
It's not the same, man. But I'm not afraid of getting older. I embrace it. I'm excited for it, because with me getting older, I get to watch my kids get older, and there's just so many good things.
That's love right there. That's awesome.
So many good things with that.
Stuff. Good stuff.
I ain't afraid. My wife just gets more beautiful the older she gets. Shameless plug to the wife. I hear you, honey. I know you're listening. Shameless plug. You get more beautiful every day.
Yes. So. Yes.
And you said you've been with your wife for 17 odd years.
That's
so
awesome.
Married for 17, together for 21.
The more my wife and I go through the trenches of raising kids and doing everything, the more mythical she becomes, right? Yeah. Like, she's my unicorn. So it just becomes like, if she leaves me with the kids, I'm like, how do you do this all the time? You know?
Yes. And I remember being in those moments where it's like, you're just going to do what? So what are you going to do today? I'm just going to go get a pedicure. Okay, cool. What, a couple hours? Yeah, okay, cool. She leaves. And I'm with the kids when they're younger. They're easy now, but when they're younger, for 2 hours solo. And she comes home and I'm like, how? Teach me. Teach me, please. Show me the ways. She's like, I've been trying to show you the ways, but that six-pack of Modelo keeps taking you away from me. And I can't show you the ways. But hey, nonetheless, just a beautiful human being, man.
It's awesome.
Beautiful human being. Nice. But yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, we're all men.
Oh yeah.
We're all men.
We all love our ladies.
We all love our ladies, and we do manly things every day. So let no shame be taken away from us. So do want to touch up on this past Monday was a big day.
Ooh.
Big day for the nation. Big day for a lot of us that do support Trump. We're not afraid to say that on the show.
Nope.
Break it down how you want to break it down. Logan, you asked the question, is Trump him? Is Trump him?
So I tuned in. I got to watch the inauguration being recorded, after work and stuff. But I tuned in, And first off, seeing Melania straight gangster.
Straight gangster.
Her outfit.
Gangster.
Beautiful family.
Not playing.
No.
She's ready for business.
100%.
Backing Trump up.
My wife loved how she
Trump
looked.
gets on stage, and after that, he goes right to work signing like 30 executive orders.
I saw it.
But Trump is on just shredding the previous administration, and I don't know who I feel more sorry for. Biden looking confused, being like, did I sign those pardon orders?
Right?
Or the woman who had to sit behind 6'7" Barron Trump because she couldn't see anything.
Barron Trump looked like he was ready to go, too.
Yeah, he's ready.
But
I want to know what he said to Biden when he shook his hand leaving after he took office. What did he say to him?
I love to be a fly on the wall.
100%.
There's a bunch of speculation.
Honestly, beautiful ceremony, beautiful swearing in, everything. I have never related more to a politician than seeing J.D. Vance and his wife try to keep their kids calm for that entire process. Yeah. And then his son, like his 2-year-old son, is like messing up his hair, and that drives me nuts at church. So
it was so relatable. It was very relatable
I'm literally
for
like,
American people. Very
relatable. That's me, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Amazing. Beautiful families on both sides. Excited to see where we're going from here.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I Logan, you mentioned identifiable moments with J.D. Vance and his kids. I'm right there with you. But another identifiable moment for me was that inner, entertainer child in me when Trump had the cake and he had the sword in his hand.
That was sick.
And he was doing the dance with the sword in his hands. It's like, you know what, man? I know people got a lot of different opinions on him, and that's fine. This show is not about, we're not going to debate politics with you and try to tell you that you're wrong, we're right. Whatever. Have your own opinion. At least that's my point of view. At the end of the day, I was looking at a man that went to hell and back in this process, unjustifiably accused and charged of a lot of different things. And he had his moment on Inauguration Day, and that sword in the hand and the Trump dance, YMCA. It was like, it was an accumulation of, we did it. We made it. We're here. No matter what they try to throw at us, here we are, and we're here. And let's get to it. He enjoyed that day, and he knew it was time. And even that day, he was working.
Yeah.
He was signing executive orders.
They told him to wait a couple weeks.
You sent us on the group text, like the order of the things he did that one day.
He did he signed roughly 30 orders. And I mean, this happens every peaceful transfer of power is you got to undo everything the guy before you did, because that's your opportunity to do it. Because if you don't, then now Congress gets to step in. So you immediately need to take action.
Who before him has done it in the middle of an arena, and as you were signing the orders and you were finished, getting up and throwing Sharpies?
Nobody.
So
that's aura, man.
Here's the coolest thing about that. How old is Trump? It's like 78
years old.
So they talked about election night. Dana White's a good friend of his. He said he did not sleep the day before, the day of, anything. Went up, gave a speech at 1 a.m. in the morning. So on Inauguration Day, I'm sure he's up early.
Exhausted.
He's there. He sits through everything, sits through the sermon, sits through everything, goes, signs the executive orders. He goes to 3 parties that night. Yeah.
Yes.
And the cool thing I found out about him is he likes to DJ his parties from an iPad that he has with him at all times. So he literally has a guy, he gets the iPad, he changes the song that he wants, and he sits back down and does,
that?
Trump does
himself. Yeah.
So
it was
like the dude is busy. And
he is.
That's exactly what we need
he
out
had his
of a
12
leader.
Diet Cokes with him.
The Diet Coke button is back.
Diet Coke
in the office
on the Resolute desk.
So
it's there.
Rest assured, I would start putting some money into Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
because it's
like Mr. Deeds.
It's gonna boom, baby.
Is that Hawaiian punch?
And then I really don't. He released the Trump coin, the crypto, the watches,
all the stuff's being released,
and
all of it.
They said he made like $1 billion today with the Trump coin. I'm like, all right, but not for me. I'm not going to invest in crypto. No. I'm not really buying a watch. I just
Well, by the
he's going to move us in the right direction.
Oh yeah, and the handgun and the handgun.
Yeah, the handguns. Oh,
I sent you boys.
Are they? What are they?
There was one today, $5.99. It's got the fight after you got.
Who makes
after you got shot?
Oh, yeah.
It's Glock. It's a Glock.
Glock.
It's a Glock.
21.
$5.99. 17.
Oh, 17. All right.
I might have to.
Might have to invest.
I might have to drop the old debit card on that one.
That'd be pretty sick.
And like,
I'll put it in a glass case.
Oh, there you go. Yes, I'll put it on the wall. Never shoot it.
But
no,
if you buy such a beautiful piece of weaponry, do you take it out and shoot it? And
that one I think I maybe take it out once just to feel like freedom and just scream freedom while I shoot it, or America or something, and then clean it and put it away and never shoot it again. Because that's
beautiful piece. I saw the photos, man. Beautiful pieces of machinery.
I have mags for my ARs. I think so does my dad. It's Hillary behind bars. Engraved
I remember you showed me
exactly.
That's the thing.
Trump 45, Trump 2020, whatever it is.
That's the thing is Wyatt has a lot of really cool modified toys.
No.
So if you're going to shoot a straight-sighted plated pistol versus like this one's going to have like aim assists and like
aim assist.
Green light,
but like your reticle's like, somewhat recoil resistant when you're shooting through it, and you've got literally the compressors and the suppressors and everything, so it's like you're gonna shoot that versus the special plated designer pistol.
Regardless of what you do, Trump's gonna be satisfied. As we were texting, I could feel the excitement on Monday. How did you feel? Like it just felt like the air was just a little bit more crisp outside.
The night he won. Is that what you're referring to?
You're just talking about Monday.
The day. Monday. I just felt better.
I felt more American.
I felt safer. No more of this crap that's going on out there.
Yeah.
ICE has already taken over.
I felt like I got tucked into bed.
Exactly. Well, it just felt better.
They're already.
Yes.
No, you're good.
They're already in North Carolina today,
and then they're headed
to California tomorrow.
And you have what? 2 more fires burning right now.
Well, think about it. North Carolina's been 4 or 5 months,
5-6 months. Yeah.
Those people have been forgotten about.
Yes,
and now they're going to fix it.
All of a sudden there's $2 billion in FEMA. Where did that come from? Yeah.
Saying you're America first, it's not racial, it's not anything. It's about the fact that we care about our neighbors here in America, our kids, and their future going forward. I'm not concerned with what's going on in any other country. I'm concerned with America first. We get our stuff, our affairs in order. Then you can start focusing on, okay, how's my neighborhood doing? But you got to get your house, because you're not effective taking care of the neighborhood when your own house itself.
You got to take care of yourself to make sure you're effective.
Exactly. Yeah. Make yourself strong so you can help other people.
Absolutely.
So anyway, that's my perspective on it. Not trying to be political here.
No.
That's just my perspective on
freedom of speech.
I do feel, and you guys call me out if I'm wrong here, I have felt in the last few months, ever since the election, even before the election, that the culture is changing.
Yeah.
When you got your culture figures, your Joe Rogans, your Theo Vaughns, the Nelk boys, all these guys, the Paul brothers, Jake and Logan Paul, they're all there at the inauguration having a good time. The culture,
Vanny Holyfield, like what?
Tyson,
yeah. Like,
the culture is changing. We are in an era where we don't need to be afraid anymore for believing or thinking what we think. We can be who we are freely, and we shouldn't have to deal with censorship of any kind. So culture's changing. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
And let's just move forward from here. At the end of the day, we're all neighbors. So we got to work together, and it's what's deserved.
It is what's deserved.
It's what's deserved, boys.
It's like we're all sitting here. We all have different views on certain things, but we're all still close. We're friends.
Man,
so it doesn't matter. Like you're not going to stop being friends just because you think differently than me.
Exactly.
We've our common ground is built on what we became friends with.
I don't need to be. I don't feel the need to be sensitive about everything.
No.
I just don't, man. Like I have my opinions. My opinions are mine, but I think the worst thing that's happened to our culture it's not the difference of opinion between our citizens. It's just the oversensitivity to everything. Yeah. Everybody seems to be sensitive about overly sensitive,
offended by everything.
But I feel like it's starting to turn around again.
I've seen that. I've seen it
slowly coming back. It's like, all right, 2020 happened, 22, 23 happened,
and that's
we're coming back.
If you're gonna let that ruin your day, then just stop.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
If any of us says something and somebody's like, "Oh, I can't believe that guy said that," and now I'm thinking about it all the time, and let it go.
Yeah,
just breathe.
Move on, man. Like,
be kind.
Yeah, I told you guys before we jumped on. We were texting earlier about a buddy of mine who we disagreed about a certain topic, and we had a disagreement about it. We're going back and forth about it. At the end of the day, whatever. That's what he thinks. I think what I think. I'm here with you fellas, having a good time. I'm going to go home to a beautiful wife and healthy children. I just don't feel the need. I have so much to be happy about and thankful to God for. I just don't need to be pissed off all the time. That's just my perspective on it. Now, that I have my opinions. You want to ask me about my opinion on a certain topic, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But I don't feel the need to be pissed off every day, all day about whatever. You know what I mean? There's a lot to be happy about and thankful for.
Absolutely.
So that's just, my perspective on it. Next segment, big thing coming up here in a couple months in Arizona. Actually, maybe next month. Couple weeks. So you boys know better. So we'll get into it. You boys know better than I do because I've never been.
Well,
you're missing out.
You're missing out. If you live here, you need to go at least.
Waste
what we're talking about is the Waste Management Open, the greatest show on grass.
Second greatest
greatest party.
So Brian has never been, so he's going to get his feet wet a little bit this year.
I'm going to take care of you.
I'm a virgin.
Tell me what day you want to go. I got you.
I got to go. I got to check it out.
Here's the deal with Waste Management. It started up in 1932. They shut it down in 1935. It's been up and running for 90 years total, and it's been 30 years at the TPC Scottsdale. So from that initial purse of $400 for the first opening tournament, it's now up to roughly $8.5 million.
Divided over all the players.
The stadium costs $50 million to set up. It takes 3 months to put up, 3 months to take down. There's a ton of work involved, whether it's the crews that are putting the stuff together, the grounds crew making sure that the property is pristine.
Oh yeah.
And it brings them roughly $450 million annually. So that tourism bump for Scottsdale is massive. So we need you. We like you tourists to come out
to Arizona,
here.
baby.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Arizona.
There's roughly, so I think they broke a record last year. It was like 720,000
It gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah. So they expect at least 100,000 people a day to be on the course.
But let me tell you about Saturdays, though. Saturdays is like that old hockey term where I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. You go to a hockey game. All right, it's like you go to a party and a golf tournament's happening. It's basically the same thing on a Saturday. So crazy. I will never go again.
We did that one year. You and me went on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you.
Time I fell walking through the rocks.
Yes.
Was that a Friday?
That was Saturday.
No, it was
I swear it was a Saturday because we were coming off a hole 2. We were walking around. And you were watching. I think it was
Ricky. I was watching Ricky Fowler. I was watching Ricky Fowler. And I was walking through the rocks and I fell.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of great photos, a lot of great videos, and a lot of great memories from Waste.
And he was laughing at me. And you know what? That's what I expect from my friends.
That's what your besties
If he noticed
do.
I wasn't hurt and dying, and you're allowed to laugh.
Like that one.
And I looked over and I was like, yeah.
So let me segue. So
you'd laugh your ass off.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still laugh.
So let me segue that into this next question. You boys have been. I've never been before. Give us some. I've seen the videos on social media. It looks like a great time.
Oh, it's a great time.
It looks like a great time.
It's a great time.
I recommend Ubering.
So that's my question for you fellas is give me some survival. You're going to go. You're dialed in. We're going. Give me some survival tips.
All right.
So you're not one of the people that I've seen on social media.
Okay.
Rolling down hills, pissed drunk.
All right. I'm going to give you something that leads up to that to help you out. All right. Going there, buying drinks is like you're in Vegas.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It is so expensive. You're getting, minimal amount for
$9,
$20
$14
for if you're getting whiskey,
like
if you're getting
$30.
bourbon.
Yeah.
If you're getting bourbon from the Jack Daniels booth or whatever, you're getting minimal, whatever.
Really?
So, plastic flasks.
Can't have.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gold
Bring
flask.
it.
Because you have to go through the metal detector.
Yep.
Plastic flask works every time.
good talk.
All right.
See,
So
why
that'll get
you seem to be more part of the problem than solution.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
why I said this is going to lead up to him falling,
Correct.
or this is leading up to that. Falling?
A lot of hills.
Just good luck on that.
Lot of
I have
hills.
I have nothing to prevent that. Just
So if you fall,
don't drink. I don't know.
Because we're going to
Here's
hear
the deal. When I go to the Waste Man, my wife and I like to go. She could care less about golf. We like to go on. We like to go on Wednesday to see the Pro-Am.
I gave them my tickets last year, and they went. Who'd you take a picture with, or who did Alex take?
She got to meet
The country singer's wife.
why can't I
Jason
think of
Aldean?
Jason Aldean's
Yep, I got
wife,
you.
Brit-
There you go.
Brittany
Yeah, that's
Aldean.
cool.
Yeah,
She literally spots Brittany Aldean. You know, all these girls are connected one way, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're Brittany Aldean." She's like, "Oh, thank you for." She was amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like,
That's
my
cool.
wife would really like to take a picture with you, so we did. She's like giddy, made her day. But on top of that, we got to see Michael Phelps, JJ Watt.
Larry Fitzgerald, like Alex Rodriguez, whatever.
Yeah.
But, anyway, he was there.
But I mean, you get up close with these celebrities golfing. It's a great time. But there's really no real golf played. They're just having fun doing their thing. But when you're there, I want you to have a good time as much as you want me to have a good time. If you see somebody in trouble, help them or get them to help.
or laugh.
Know your limits.
Yes.
So have a great. It is completely unlimited alcohol until they shut it down like last year. But know your limits. It's you versus you out there. It's not
Absolutely.
you versus Chad in accounting.
Yeah.
It's meant for, and you can the whole waste management is kind of like watching Happy Gilmore, where you're allowed to chirp the golfers.
Oh.
You're allowed to be noisy. As soon as they put
Heckle.
up the quiet sign, you got to be quiet. But then as long as you're not completely derogatory or, awful, they'll let you say whatever you want. And that's kind of the fun part, because Ricky Fowler, if you follow him around, he thrives. In this kind
he
of
throws his hands up,
environment.
gets the crowd
Yes.
going. He likes it. He's awesome.
It's amazing. So if you're there and you know nothing about golf, you've
just enjoy
Ricky
the party.
Fowler is always a great person to watch or to follow around.
Phil used
But
to be,
you've got-
but he doesn't go anymore.
He doesn't go anymore.
He doesn't go anymore.
But
He doesn't-
now you guys know as well as I do that the Spieth and Thomas kind of friendship rivalry is
It's great.
unbelievable.
It's great to watch.
It's a great story. Great guys,
friends since
great
junior golf,
golfers.
and they're young.
Yes,
stuff.
but so on the 16th hole, it's notorious for being the most famous. It's a great thing to watch the golfers on the 16th hole. A lot of fun, but if you're not paying the $900 to $1,200 for greenskeeper tickets and you've got a general admission ticket, there's 20,000 seats in that stadium. There's only 3,500 general admission tickets, so you got to get there at like 5 a.m.
And they
to
raised
wait
the
in
prices
line.
this year to help control
because of what happened last
amount
year.
of crowd, amount of people there.
Yep.
Last year, I saw the clips on Instagram from last year's event, and what I took from it as skills and tips to survive it is fluids, fluids, and use the buddy system.
Oh yes,
so there's
use the buddy system.
The desert affects people differently. I don't know, when you guys first got out here, your first night out, you probably got a little cotton mouth, little fatigue, little
It's drier.
everything.
I was 5 years old. I wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah. So
No, I agree. I came here. Yeah, when I was older, so, yeah.
I did not know that about you, Stephen. But
we've had this conversation before.
Oh, I didn't know you were 5.
I was 5.
But anyways, I mean, you need to hydrate. You need to drink twice as much water as you usually think you would.
But,
and if you're
flowing
aren't,
and you're having a good time, who's going to want to drink water?
right.
But nobody in this
the
room
other
is going to do that.
You don't think about it. Yeah, you
The
don't.
don't
other
think about
thing is comfortable shoes.
Yes.
We've
Cowboy
seen it.
boots.
This
It'll be all right.
one of the
You are
craziest.
walking.
Yeah.
One of the craziest things. There's hills all over. You can walk wherever you want. It's kind of nice to get up on these hills
Well, not
and you can
not
see
anywhere. You
tee
can't walk
blocks and greens and everything. But you will see a hill and it's just got like 5 stilettos stuck into it. And it's like, what's the story behind these? Like, where are the girls who are wearing these?
They're drunk at the bottom of the hill.
They're down at the bottom of the hill because they
it's
fell.
like
covered
it
in mud.
happens every year. Just wear some flats, wear some comfortable shoes, because from the gate to walk the entire course is probably about 6 miles.
So maybe more.
So let me ask this. I've heard that based on how it goes, fellas, especially fellas that have, I'm trying to look at the camera here, that's a wedding ring here in my hand. Fellas, keep your eyes on Jesus, because there's a lot, from what I've heard, there's a lot of women running around the
in
TPC,
the word,
whatever it's called.
In the words of my girlfriend, a lot of hussies.
A lot of hussies.
A lot of hussies.
Keep your eyes on Jesus, fellas.
Yeah, keep your eyes off. Yeah.
Okay, if you keep your eyes on Jesus, your wife will be right there.
Keep your eyes on the prize, which is
eyes
your
on the
eyes
golfer,
on the
always,
prize.
and your buddies,
That's
and
it.
your buddy system.
You
Eyes
will
on the
see
golfer and eyes on the bourbon in your right hand.
Exactly.
Yes, because when it gets empty, you need a refill.
You
That's it.
oh,
That's it.
I'm
That's
empty.
it.
You
Need
will
another one.
see everything from guys in suits to guys in banana and
Oh,
chicken
yeah.
costumes.
Yes,
So-
you got the
Great.
extreme
So
frat
you
boy,
got-
and then you got the old town
You got the
trying to wear the
partier,
suit,
yeah.
or
But
you'll see
it
the
is-
salmon color shorts with the bro
it is
tanks.
definitely
Depending on the weather, but
it
yeah,
is the
depending on
best
the weather. Yeah.
the best people watching you could ever
you'll have
pay
a great
for.
time.
We all have.
Don't go on Saturday.
We all.
Don't go on Saturday.
No,
Super Bowl Sunday's pretty
If
chill.
you want to,
No.
if you're going with your wife and you want to enjoy, have a good time.
Thursday.
Friday,
Thursday or
Friday,
Friday.
because you and I want to Friday.
We all-
and
yeah.
it's crowded, but it's still not the party part.
Okay, we all have beautiful women in our lives.
Yep.
Is there anything funner than people watching with your significant other?
Oh my
absolutely
gosh, we
not.
people watch and judge.
Yeah.
Post it up with a drink in your
yes.
hand with your old lady.
Second
And-
best place, airport.
Airport. You know what? That's
Oh,
the-
watch it. Oh, the
that's-
people in airports.
Oh,
That's
we
got to
are-
be
oh,
a
yeah.
segment. That's
They're
got
a
to be a
mess.
segment.
God, I can't wait for
Best.
Vegas.
It's like people of Walmart,
Yeah.
and people of the airport.
Oh yeah,
That's got to be a segment. The best
Jeez.
places to people watch.
I just wrote it down.
Because me and my wife, we got a lot of places. We
Can't
have a-
say
we have a great
bomb
time.
on a plane.
Oh,
My dad did once. That's a story. That's a story.
I dropped one in. No, never mind.
Thanks, Obama.
in the
Thanks,
bathroom. In the
Obama.
bathroom.
Thanks, Obama.
But no, waste
What the
management
hell I'm talking
is a beautiful. It's
a good
really
time.
the most interesting golf tournament,
It is
and
a
we're
good
lucky
time.
to have it in our
Yeah,
backyard.
absolutely.
That's
We're
awesome.
not so lucky that the tourists come in and don't let us go to our favorite restaurants for a weekend, but it's worth it because
Like
it
Ocean
drives
44
the
and
valley.
Steak 44.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
So yes, survival guide. Make your reservations
Yes,
ahead
drink
of time.
water.
Be
Yep.
prepared.
Bring some
Hydrate the week.
most
plastic
importantly,
flasks if you
most
plan on drinking
importantly,
bourbon.
be nice to
Be
one
nice.
another.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
important.
Oh yeah,
You know-
oh yeah. You're gonna bump into people. You're gonna bounce, and people may be drunk in their
I-
just
I
Be nice.
absolutely
swallow your pride and
gentlemen.
keep walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate crowds of people.
Yeah, oh my God,
I
it's the
don't
worst.
like
So does my
waiting in
wife.
line for anything.
Yeah.
And it drives me nuts that you have to wait in line to get in there. And then when you're in, it's an open golf course. You got all kinds of room to walk. So I'm like cringing until you get in, and then it's like, oh, wow, there's open air.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
I can,
But the
can
good
run
thing
free.
is there are bars everywhere. So if you get
Yes.
dehydrated from hole 1 to hole 3, set.
Yeah.
Fellas,
Set.
look at
On top of the hill, on bottom of the hill, over here and over there.
to the
You're
fellas listening to this podcast. You know, a lot of us can be degenerates when the time calls. Be the boy that your mother raised. Be the boy that your mother wants you to be. At the end of the day,
love it.
at the Waste Management, be the boy that your mother raised. That's it. That's it. We're kind of coming up on the clock here. Big time. Big time. on
But
the
I do
clock.
have one more thing to add
Add it.
for the waste management. All right. You ever hear of the Global Ambassador?
Never
The
heard
hotel
of it.
that was just built off of 44th Street? They are giving away, not giving away, but they have a package that is $250,000 for the waste management. It includes a private plane to wherever you live. But if you live in Arizona, what the hell's the point? You get private transportation from the airport to and from the golf course, to and from the hotel, the whole nine. As soon as you land, if you are coming in from another state or country, you get caviar and champagne as soon as you also get to the airport and to the hotel. You get a 2-night stay at the Global Ambassador, a 2,000 square foot suite that they have. Didn't even know they had that. Let's see, $1,000 in food and beverage credit for your stay as well. Oh, wait, I'm not done. You get 2 VIP tickets day one of your choice to the Bay Club at hole 17. You know that one.
Yeah.
Let's see what else you get. Oh, 2 VIP tickets to the Coors Light Bird's Nest to see, I think it's Post Malone, Jason Aldean, some other rappers and whatnot. You get that as well. Oh, and 2 90-minute spa treatments. But wait, there's also more. You get IV treatment because you're going to freaking need that.
Hell yeah,
for 2 nights at that. Oh, yeah, you're going to need that. Cryotherapy, sauna steam room, and cold plunge. All included in $250,000.
I don't care what you call that in 2025, but in 2026, that's going to be called the It's What's Deserved package.
Ooh. I can see it now. The PJ.
You give me the $250, I'll do it all for $40, and then I'll pocket the $210.
Right? Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. That's what's deserved.
That's what
supercharged TRX is all the way around.
Let's go. So super up against the clock. Let's do it real quick. A few things. Football season's over. That's why we got the jerseys on. Yeah. What are 2 things that you look forward to doing now the football season's over, in the off season, events, anything?
Yes, I got it. I got it. Coldplay
Vegas. Coldplay Vegas.
Coldplay Vegas in June. And Vegas. Then maybe some camping trips.
There you
go. 100%.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Logan, what do you got going, man?
Oh, we're going to do probably some summer sports for our oldest coming up. Beautiful. We just did soccer. He had a lot of fun with that. We had him in swimming, but he can fully swim now. So
you and your wife are in the golden years right now, man. Yes. It's a beautiful time with those boys at that age. Enjoy.
No pun intended.
Every second.
But even during football, I got this beautiful 70-inch TV and, blippies on that, and I got my phone on football. So for me, nothing's really changed. It's just family dynamic.
You're living, laughing, and loving on your little screen while the kids are enjoying the
small victories.
Small victories.
And plus, you're going to Vegas with us.
Yes,
we're going to Vegas.
You're going to meet us there.
Yeah.
We're going to Vegas.
Well, no, we're all flying up together.
Oh,
that's the game.
They're coming out Thursday.
You're driving.
Yeah.
Who wants to drive hungover from Vegas? Been there, done that. And I drove home with a busted ankle.
Know your limits.
Oh my! You're the one. You're going to be the one.
We all just talked about that with Brian.
You know what? I would absolutely. I hate flying. Like,
the problem is people don't learn how to drive.
That's true.
It's not that it's driving; it's people that don't learn how to drive.
Teach yourself. You'll never have to.
Don't listen. Everybody out there listening, don't listen to me.
Yeah, right. You teach a man to fish, and he'll.
You could take him to get the water. Can you drink the water? Probably not.
Yeah. It's got to be your bowl.
Steven, what you got besides Coldplay?
Newport.
Ooh, that's right. Your
annual Newport trip.
Steven,
the house.
Steven likes to be conservative and trash California. And
Hell
when
yeah.
vacation time comes up, it's like this mythical place called California.
It's half on fire right now.
Right.
Got the beach house all set, ready to rock and roll.
Transportation.
Wait, did I just? I just did the new song.
You did it. You did. That was good too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good.
Or maybe it's like from Family Guy, giggity.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. What you got?
What I got going on? Basic stuff. Big wedding in July.
Oh, that's
a
right.
big one.
Your
My best friend's wedding in July.
Friend,
We're gonna just have a great time with that. And it's what's deserved.
It is what deserved.
It's time.
It is what's deserved.
Let it's what's deserved reach its potential.
Basically, our off season to chill out as a fan and
just
regroup. Yep,
that's it.
Well,
man.
we got the draft to prepare for.
That's our little teaser. That's our teaser.
It's in Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin this
Green
year.
Bay, go Pack Go. Go Pack Go.
Once the Super Bowl's over, it is time to focus on the draft.
Yes.
See who everybody that is frustrated with their team and says they're never going to watch again. Once draft starts to kind of get close, we'll be back, dialed in, ready to go for another season of, if you're a Cowboys fan,
of what the hell
another
is this?
season of disappointment.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah. But with that said,
until next week, gentlemen.
Until next week, again, thank you.
So
everybody
much.
That is tuned in, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever, wherever you're listening and watching.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, don't forget to comment on us.
Yes.
Tell us,
we love you all.
Yes, we do. So with that said, thank you for tuning in. You know where to find us. Instagram I'm trying to memorize this. Instagram @It's What's Deserved Radio. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, plethora of other places. If you don't know, just ask. And we will see you next week with episode 3. Until we see you then, have a good week. Godspeed, everybody.
You stay classy.
Stay classy.
Be good.